Hey guys, it's Brainbean here again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Razer's Metallic Keycap set. Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. So today we're going to be taking a look at Razer's Metal Keycap set. Now this is a set of 7 metal keycaps, and the keys that are included are W, A, S, D, as well as Q, E, and R. So you'll get all of the basic hotkeys for most games, like your first-person shooters or Overwatch for example. You'll be able to cover all of those keys. Now so far my one big gripe with this keycap set is that they don't include an F key, which is definitely going to leave out some of the MOBA players out there. The keycaps come in a nice aluminum tin, so it already gives you the impression that it's a quality product. When you open up the tin, you'll notice that all the keycaps come housed in a nice foam casing, as well as you'll see that there's an included keycap puller there. Now, I think it's very appropriate that they include a keycap puller, and I think in fact Razer really should be including keycap pullers with all of their mechanical keyboards. Unfortunately they don't, but at least you get one with this set. So let's talk about price. This keycap set retails for $29.99. It's a little bit steep for keycaps, especially when you consider that a nice double shot set of PBT keycaps for 104 of them for a whole set for a keyboard is going to run you about $55 from WASD keyboards. However, those are not metal keycaps, so I mean, sure there's some value there with the metal and the keycaps, but it's still a little bit steep for 7 keycaps. The overall quality of them is very nice, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. Now when I got my set of metal keycaps, they actually came free because Razer was running a promotion. So when I bought my Razer Black Widow Chroma Stealth Edition, I got these keycaps for free. Now I think this is an interesting thing because when you consider that Corsair includes 2 sets of textured keycaps, now granted they're not metal, but they are really nice quality and they're rubberized on the top and they're textured for the style of game they're meant to be. You get a set of QWERDF for MOBAs and a set of WASD keys for your shooters. Now, Corsair includes all of those for free with the Corsair K70 Lux, with the Strafe, and the Rapid Fire. So it would be nice to see Razer start including this set, at least just from their website, for free on all of their keyboard purchases to kind of compete with Corsair in that way. Alright, so let's talk about the actual keycaps themselves. These keycaps are made out of a metal alloy and they're really heavy. They definitely feel like they're going to take a beating and last for a long time. I know when I took mine out of the box, the first thing I noticed was just how heavy these things are. These keycaps are double shot to allow for backlighting to shine through the font of the keys, and I noticed in using it in both my Black Widow X and on my Black Widow Chroma, they do have a little bit brighter permeability coming through those keycaps than the other plastic ones that are on the Black Widow and the Black Widow X. Now the font on these keycaps is a little bit minimalistic, and in my opinion I think they look a lot nicer on the Razer Black Widow X because it matches the minimalistic font that you'll find on that keyboard. When you use it on the Black Widow Chroma, it does kind of stand out a little bit because Razer uses their signature blocky font on the Black Widow Chroma, and I think it just kind of stands out and it makes my OCD kind of trigger when I see that. So in my opinion, I think they definitely go well with the Black Widow X. Now one thing you'll notice when you use these keycaps is just the difference in sound from the bottoming out the keys versus the plastic to the metal keycaps. The metal ones have a little bit of a clangy ring to them after you bottom out the key, and they also are a lot louder when they bottom out versus the plastic keys. So if this is something that you think will bother you when you're typing, you know, if you use your right hand is going to be all plastic keys and your left hand is going to be somewhat majority metal keys, it may bother you to have that difference in the sound as you're typing. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So of course, as is customary on the channel, I like to do a sound test of anything on my keyboards. So I'm going to show you a sound test of the metal keycaps on the Black Widow Chroma, as well as another sound test with them on the Black Widow X. Unfortunately, I do have one minor gripe with these keycaps, and I think the reason for it is because of just their metal construction in general, but I found that they were a little bit difficult to get installed over the switches. You know, with normal plastic keycaps, they just slide on there real nice, and it's usually very easy to get the keycaps onto the switches. Now with these metal keycaps, I found that I had a little bit of difficulty getting them to slide all the way down the switch when I put them on. I thought maybe, okay, they need to be broken in a little bit, and after a couple of times of putting them on and off, they'll be fine. But I think because of them being metal, that's just not going to happen. After I kind of got them on there, I didn't want to push too hard because I didn't want to risk breaking the switches. But after you kind of use them for a little bit and they work their way down on the switches, then they seem to sit just fine. But that's my only little gripe that I had with them, is that they were a little bit difficult to install. So switching them in and out just for gaming versus typing and having them on all the time, I don't know how well that's going to work and how practical that's going to be, but that's just going to be up to your preference and if you like leaving them on your board all the time. So overall with these keycaps, I think they're definitely built really well. There's a heftiness to the metal. The double shot design gives you a nice vibrancy of the backlighting, and they definitely feel like they're just going to last forever. I mean, there's a sturdiness in the metal construction, there's no doubt about that. At $29.99 for 7 keycaps, it's a bit of a stretch. I mean, you can get a full set of PBT double shot keycaps for like between $40 and $60 depending on color and style. So this is something you're going to have to ask yourself, you know, for the cool factor of just having these metal keycaps on your keyboard, as well as if you like the difference in feel from having metal keycaps, which definitely feel a little bit different to type on because you can feel the heaviness as you use them versus having some plastic ones. And that's another advantage of it as well, is if you want to have something where you don't have to look down and see where your fingers are as you're gaming, if you just have them on your WASD keys, for example, you'll always know your fingers are on those keys while you're gaming. So these are things you'll have to ask yourself if you see the value for 30 bucks there for 7 keycaps. So, you know, I think overall the quality is there, but it's really going to be up to your personal preference. Like largely everything related to mechanical keyboards, it's all up to personal preference. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Give it a like if you enjoyed it to show your support, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss out on more content coming your way in the near future. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can see my Amazon affiliate link located down in the description below. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.